Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I got something different here. We're going to be painting some printable scenery terrain that was given a Mechanicus standard gray primer and then a zenithal with some white scar, because I'm going to be using speed paints on this to make it go really quickly. Now this terrain is not usually on my channel. I don't usually paint stuff like this, but I figured, you know what, let's do a little something different. Plus, if you guys use my referral links in the description, it will help support the channel as well. So go take a look at that. These are the Hallowed Mausoleums. There's actually 3 in this set. I'm going to be painting 2 of them for now. Eventually the big third one will come out. It is a big print job. These can be used for RPG, for tabletop games, all sorts of stuff. I know it's not a miniature and I know it's not a board game, but it could be used, and I will eventually have some stuff that's going to help replace certain tokens in a certain green horde-ish Zombicide. So keep an eye out for that, because the printable scenery here, amazing STL files for your gaming needs. Again, hit that referral links. There's a whole bunch of them. There's one specifically for the museum, the mausoleums here. Click on that, add it to cart, buy it. It helps support me, and yeah, and I really believe in their stuff. Now, don't mind all the layer lines and all that. Or not the layer lines are really nice. It's more the transition of levels, like the smoothness. I'm still really learning how to print beautiful terrain with my FDM printer. I know I got to slow it down a bit and so on and so forth. So I am teaching myself stuff, but it is a long process. Anyway, so you saw the colors I've been using. Very simple and effective method here to paint this terrain is with speed paint. Now other people could use airbrushes and stuff. That could be good, except sometimes you got to make sure you can control your paint. But I find that the speed paint really gets into the nooks and crannies, kind of actually covers up some of those layer lines. Does a good job. Even the ash and stone, as you can see at the beginning there, it actually turned it quite gray, even though it was already grayish. And having the Mechanicus standard gray, which is a dark gray as a base, and then a zenithal of white, is not a crazy transition from white and black. So anyways, if you're liking this terrain painting tutorial here, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button as well, and comment down below if you've purchased from Printable Scenery before, if you've printed out some of their stuff. Come and join me on Facebook. That link is also in the description. It's Rob Paints Miniatures. You can search me on Facebook, and yeah, show me if you painted some of these terrains as well. I'd like to see what you guys have done for not the final cover, but the before final. So I used an actual wash instead of speed paint, because there was no speed paint that I found would give the gritty look that I wanted here. So the soft tone came in and did the same kind of job. I mean, it is watered down, it is opaque, so you're still gonna get the nice shadow effects, the nice you know, light and dark effects. And yeah, the mold line, the layer lines are a bit there. I did use a 0.2 millimeter layer height. But what I did is I also ironed out the top surfaces and so on. And don't ask me what settings I use. I am still, even though I've been printing for a year, I'm still very new at learning exactly what my printer can do. And by the way, I use an Ender 3 V3 KE with some hyper PLA to make it go faster. And I find that I bought some Elegoo actually hyper PLA style, and it's a little bit nicer than the Creality one. So if you're looking into that, I find this is those are good options, by the way. They work really well. So the final color we're going to be putting on this terrain will be Sand Golem to do all the dirt. What it is, I made sure everything else was dry so I could handle it easily. I mean, you could put something underneath, or maybe a big handle with some tack, you know, on it so that it sticks to it. But I just wanted to make sure I could still handle it, and also want to see, once it's dry, if there's any kind of chipping or anything like that, because like I said, I've never really painted any 3D printed stuff before, especially not terrain, and I got quite a bit printed out, and I'm enjoying it very much. I've used it, I haven't used it yet on a game table, but I'm sure it's going to look amazing. I've also got the hollowed graveyard walls, I think it's called. I've got those that I was going to use for Spearhead instead of the ones that come with it. You can, you know, what's fun is that they give you options when you buy these files to have for a small printer or the regular, and it's just amazing. And I think about 99% of it is already, doesn't need supports, which really helps when you're printing large terrain features. Anyway, so we're just finishing it off here. Again, if you liked this video, if you liked it, hit that like button. If you're new, welcome, subscribe. You're on the right page for miniature painting and sometimes some terrain painting. So this is the before and after, what it looks like, how it turns out. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.